Hello, Facebook. Right, we're live there. Dee. Two seconds, ladies and gents.
Built custom industrial machine.
So, one of these days, I'll actually have a controller and somebody to help me do these shows. If I make a mistake, I don't get embarrassed because I'm learning on the job. You're not too many people try to do these shows live, so that was a wee error there. Now I'm going to start the main recording because we don't really mind about Facebook Live. That's just another thing. One, two. Hi, and welcome to the 1010 Diverse Show, episode 79. Tonight we've got 12 acts. We're going to feature one song quickly from them, and in between we'll get a couple of reviews, a maximum 8-9 minutes each. Coming up first, return to the show again for Rich Chambers from Vancouver. Could you introduce yourself, Rich, and why did you cover the song Fortunate Son?
Thanks, Sparky, and Vancouver, Canada, born and raised here. And I've been doing this probably like everybody here since I was a little kid. And my style of music is people have a hard time pigeonholing me because I'm very retro and I'm very modern at the same time with hints of country, hints of blues. Hence why a Creedence Clearwater song is so easy for me to cover. But realistically, I'm an original artist, but cover songs, I had a breakthrough about 2 years ago covering the Beatles. I Saw Her Standing There. And I realized the familiarity of a song everybody knows is a good way for an indie artist to break through the industry because it's that familiarity. And I drew people in with that cover and they started discovering my originals, which is pretty cool. Fortunate Son, I've been playing live for about 20 years. I absolutely love it. To me, it's one of the best ever rock and roll songs ever written. It's so basic, so simple, but so catchy. And I recorded it in the summertime. And unfortunately, it's become very topical. I put a video together and I wanted the video to really sort of touch along John Fogerty's lines of anti-war. Fortunate Son is an amazing anti-war song written during the height of the Vietnam War in the US. And it's one of the best ever. And I wanted to keep that sentiment in the video and do honor and do justice to Fogerty's original. So I didn't stray a lot from the original other than put my own signature sound to it. And then all of a sudden, Gaza fires up. I realized, holy crap! Unfortunately, my song is more than topical right now. Um, it's unfortunate it's the way it is. But why I did this video is I think we have to keep um, the war in our consciousness. We can't forget about the atrocities of war and what it does and what it brings to us. And to forget is dangerous. So it's definitely doesn't glorify war, this video, but it's a reminder of how shitty it is and that we should not forget how shitty it is.
Absolutely, dude. What an amazing way, for the original, never mind covering it, dude. So, Rich Chambers with his cover of Fortunate Son. Absolutely fantastic, man. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love. Rich Chambers, ladies and gentlemen, 272,000 views in a month. Fantastic.
Yeah, that one's taken off well. It's no question.
Yeah. So
There's
in
something to
between
be
each
said.
song,
I don't say for other indie artists, think about doing a good cover. It's such a way in. It's so worked for me.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got some belters, originals. Just check out Rich Chambers. In between each song, I'm going to let two artists give a quick review. And in this case, Dave, you're the next artist, plus Jake and Matty are here. So if any of you guys would like to say anything to Rich, did you like the song? We'll start with the young team. Jake and Matty, what was your thoughts here on Rich's song while I load up your track? So Jake and Matty, then Dave, and I'll load up your song, lads.
Yeah, great. Cheers for that.
Yeah, brilliant.
Rich,
actually, really good.
Great video, man. We really liked it. It was cool.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. I had like because we studied the Vietnam War in school as part of the history module, and I got really like invested in the whole, that time period, what was going on, and all the opposition to it, to the war, and the music that came out of it was just like second to none, like one of the best.
It was brilliant.
It's like
it's an interesting time.
It was, yeah. And I know that Dave, our singer, Dave's father served in that war, and it's a touching thing, especially because we can relate it back to ourselves with the music scene. It's really it's important to not forget, like you said.
Well, some of the veterans are coming back ostracized, which is absolutely insane. I mean, it wasn't their fault they got sent there. It was a political war. As the Lyndon Johnson governments, Kennedy started it before that, and the Johnson government got so invested into it. Oddly enough, Nixon's tainted as this terrible president. He was the one who actually started to pull them out. Nixon had his own issues, but it wasn't the Vietnam issue. Yeah. It was a crazy time in U.S. politics, in world politics, and it's scary where we are right now. I don't know where we're going to go. This next American election is huge, has worldwide ramifications all across. It's crazy. It's going to be a crazy time for next year.
Yeah,
I'm a little scared myself, but
it's unprecedented times. I think I think I'll let Dave talk about the event that we recently had in relation to the Ukraine war. Dave, are you about?
I think he's here.
He's here somewhere.
Yeah. No, but the video and the tune really well executed.
Yeah,
on your behalf. Really cool.
We really liked it. It was cool, man.
Jamming along.
Thanks so much, guys.
Good stuff for that. Yeah. Dave.
Well said, young man. Dave, what was your thoughts there, brother?
I don't know, man. I've been told never follow an angry Canadian.
I'll apologize to you many times.
No way we can live up to that.
Always apologize.
I apologize. Sorry. So we actually the last gig we did, and the song you're about to play, we recorded to support musicians in Ukraine. A guy was organizing a benefit concert. His name's Pete at Unknown Sounds, and so we recorded the song "Play for Keeps" to benefit a charity that's called Musicians Defend Ukraine, which is for musicians in Ukraine. If you can imagine, these guys, they were in punk bands, they were in disco bands, and now they're in the army. And they tell stories about, they're still recording songs and their friends are playing the cassettes and the MP3s while they drive to the front line or in the ambulance. So the song, I mean, I work in humanitarian work in war zones, in Afghanistan and Somalia and, all sorts of places. So yeah, I see the effects of war all the time. And, Gaza, we had people inside the country and we still do, and we've been trying to take care of them in the midst of all of that. So yeah, war is still amongst us, and it's still incredible that we even have war. If you can imagine in our society.
I've got the answer for that. See if all the countries got together and they made it illegal for anybody to make a profit off of a bullet on a missile. Same as the pharmaceutical industries. Why should anybody be able to make profit off of people's health and stuff like that, so that's a real problem, because they're just greedy buggers. But Rich Chambers, absolutely marvellous, man. Thanks for being a great first guest. We've been ready to crack on with the show here. Until the next time, Rich Chambers, you'll find him everywhere. Absolute legend. Lovely man to bits. So from Vancouver over to London, we've got Jake, Matty and Dave here representing the Say Yes, Do Nothing band. So do you want to introduce yourselves, Dave, and what's the story behind, we know a bit of it already, Play for Keeps?
Yeah, I'm Dave. So I write songs and try to sing. and in Say Yes, Do Nothing. Jake, Maddie?
You're muted there, bro.
Yes,
We're
David,
here,
you
sir.
do sing.
David is our everything. He's our singer slash founder,
Songwriter,
manager, songwriter, PR man, hype man. He's everything.
yes.
Yeah, and we recently. I mean, I joined. I think March. Was it March this year?
Yeah.
And Jake shortly after. So it's actually been not too long since we actually all met each other. But yeah, we are Say Yes Do Nothing officially. Yeah.
Nice one. Without further ado, let's get the track because there's a lot of debutants on the show tonight, and these are the first ones. So Say Yes, Do Nothing with the song Play for Keeps. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love. World peace.
I'll tuck you in, down in this hole. One little candle, one little girl. I took this guitar when I took up this fight. Let my song be heard one more time. Gonna sing a song of hope while you're drifting off to sleep. And I'm gonna leave your daddy's guitar, play the song and play for keeps. 'Cause we're playing now for keeps. On the streets of Ukraine, it's getting hard to sing. Hear the music in your head over the siren scream. Rock and roll is a fight to keep your dream alive. When your whole damn band is out on the front lines. I'm gonna sing a song of hope while you're drifting off to sleep. And I'm gonna give your daddy's guitar to play the song and play for keeps. We're playing now for keeps. Good night, my girl, I'm off to give them a show, one they'll never forget, and I hope you know. I didn't do it for glory, I did it for love. And there's no better reason in this whole damn world. Close your eyes and hold me tight. Give daddy kisses and don't you cry. I'll play this old guitar into the night, so you can hear me singing to you one more time. I'm gonna sing a song of hope while you're drifting off to sleep. And I'm gonna leave your daddy's guitar to play the song and play for keeps. We're playing now for keeps. Keep playing on for keeps. We're playing on for keeps.
Absolutely fantastic, lads. Just what a great song, you know.
You.
I think it's fitting for Rich to
Thank
give you a comment back because it's the same type of song and theory there. So Rich, and then our next guest are the Just Imagines. So if Rich and then the Just Imagines would like to say something, I'll load up the Just Imagines track.
Well, one of the things I love about it, guys, is that a great songwriting, in my opinion, is sets a mood, it sets a tone, which you guys have done really well. And sometimes things don't have to be complex. That's a simple chord structure you've got into it. And the arpeggiated piano is very, very basic, but holy crap, is it haunting, and it totally drives the song. The piano is brilliant. It sets the tone for everything. And your voice comes in very kind of even keel. You don't go high, you don't go low, you stay sort of in the middle, and you just kind of half drone it, half talk it, which absolutely perfectly suits the sentiment. Well crafted song. I'm impressed. Good job.
Thank you.
Hey, man, thank you.
Thanks
for that.
very much.
We appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Well done, David.
David was
Jake
David
produced it. Jake engineered produced it.
Yeah, Jake produced it. We have to give a big thanks to Jake because he's good at what he does, and
Well, you played drums on it.
I play drums on it, yeah, but that's just everyone's got a part, is what I'm trying to say, and I'm thankful for these two guys because their ideas.
Sometimes less is more, guys. You nailed it.
Sometimes less.
It.
Yeah,
Thank you for your kind words there.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I love the chemistry between you three, man. It's very attractive, the chemistry between you, man. It's been a pleasure to have you here, and all I can say is come back and make this show your home, because I will help you share this song in 20 years' time. I'll still be promoting this show. So the idea is for you to join our music family, all of the new guests here, and feature all your songs. So, but I'll talk to you on private after it. But just in case you have to go, Dave, Jake, Matty, and say yes, do nothing. Until the next time.
Thank you. It's been an honor. Sorry we have to jump off. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Really.
Cheers, guys. Cheers, guys.
Ciao.
So, ciao. From London to Pennsylvania, we've got the Just Imagines. Could you introduce yourself? Who are the Just Imagines, and what's the story behind your song, Tragic Trinity?
I'm Tyler. This is my wife, Karina. We met about 3 years ago through music. I asked her to sing in one of my songs, and we kind of hit it off, and she actually moved all the way over to Pennsylvania from Germany, and that's how the band got started. And so this most recent song, it kind of goes along with the theme of the first two that already played. So we kind of looked at like why there's so much anger and violence and hatred in the world from a more like introspective level. And we came up with the idea of a tragic trinity, where it's a cold heart, a closed mind, and a fearful soul is what creates this sort of like vicious cycle that keeps going around, that kind of then filters out into people's actions. And that's why, it's just kind of our one of many explanations for why there's still war and why there's still hatred and why there's so much fear of all the things that we don't understand. And so that was kind of the inspiration for the song.
Hey, honestly, I've not even planned to put three war songs next to each other. It's just happened. It happens a lot in these shows. Tyler and Karina with the Just Imagines with their magic song, Tragic Trinity. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. And the next three guests are going to be Reese, Sean, and then Joe, and then Jackie, the next four. So sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love. not. Then we've run on to the next song there. So fantastic. I would rather that song was in the second half because of the genre of it. But because you're in a hurry, I can't have your family waiting on you for the dinner anymore. So, two people to review. Joe, would you like to say something? And then Reese, who is also our next guest. Joe, and then Reese, if you'd like to say something to Tyler and Karina, I will load up Reese's song. Please.
Yeah, from my side, congratulations. Great song. It's a great mixture of the psychedelic rock, and I also heard some metal riffs inside. And was it a 7/8 counting in the middle of the song somewhere? I was not counting, but yeah, 7/8, yeah. That was a great mixture. I like that one. And what I really like is that you're working without any drum set. You're just working with congas and percussions in the background. That makes it very interesting from my side. And you're bringing a video soon for that song, or?
We're currently working on our last song's music video, and then after that, we'll probably go to that one next. So we usually release the video for the song like a month or two after the song to kind of like give it a fresh boost again, is usually our plan. But thank you very much for all the really nice feedback.
Thank you so much.
Vielen Dank.
Thank you.
Well said, Joe. Well said. Reese, what was your thoughts here, brother, before we get to your song, man? Reese?
Yeah, I've enjoyed the 3 protest songs, especially during this time. And I like the experimental, the guitars on that last track, the heavy guitars and the psychedelic feel. I'm in a psychedelic country band, and that's my kind of music, is the psychedelic stuff. Some of it. So yeah, the song you're about to play has got somewhat psychedelic. Somewhat. Yeah. Do you want me to introduce the song?
Well said, Reese and Joe. Just 2 seconds, just to say goodbye to these guys. The Just Imagines, thank you. Until the next time.
Yeah,
Tyler and Karina, the Just Imagines. Until the next
we'll
time.
Be back
so
for
hang
sure,
around as long as you can. We know you need to go and you need to go and have your food with your family. But it's been a pleasure to host you. So from Pennsylvania over to Wales. He's just outside of Wales. He's in England at the moment. Reese, introduce yourself. Is it Reese Lloyd Jones? I'm sorry if I'm not saying it right. And what's the story behind your song, Till We Meet Again?
Well, it's a song, a lost love song, I guess. I was looking for songs for my 3rd solo album, and I found a demo of me playing a video on my old laptop, and it was an old song, and it was kind of had these lyrics about lost love, and I completed the song in time I recorded it with my friend who's also in a band in Cardiff called Angel Hotel. His name is Sean Russell Jones. He's worth checking out if you listen to music. I'll try and get him on the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and he's an outstanding guitarist, and there's a lovely guitar solo on this track. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the songwriting too, because I did the songwriting.
It's absolutely fantastic, dude. Reese Lloyd Jones with Till We Meet Again. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Belter of a song. One love. Reese Lloyd Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely fantastic, man. I swear. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Jackie, would you like to say something then our next guest, Sean? So, Jackie, and then Sean, I'll load up your track if you would like to say something to Reese, please. Jackie,
Yeah,
then
sure.
Sean.
Reese, that was great. I really, really enjoyed it. It just had a great feel and sound to it, that almost sort of 60s guitar sound, but just a lovely, lovely love song. And also your vocals were so effortless. That's what I liked about it. There was nothing forced about it, and it just sort of floated through the song perfectly. I just sort of all married together really nicely. Good job. Very nice.
Yeah, I had that Soundgarden Black Hole Sun at the beginning there. I was kind of hearing da da da, and then almost like, it's kind of like went from that and then kind of I don't know, Chris Isaac type, like someone mentioned, like from a soundtrack. It was like, yeah, that totally is like could fit into a movie. So like, don't be afraid to pitch this song into like, independent art, like film artists and everything. They can say like, this might fit into their film project. That's really, really cool.
Yeah, it's the last song on the album. So yeah, it's my favorite one on there, I think.
Absolutely brilliant, Reese. Thanks for being a marvellous guest, dude. Until the next time, come and make this place your home, same as all the new
Cheers, thanks
guests.
a lot for having me, Mark.
Pleasure, man. Reese Lloyd Jones, everyone. Until the next time. So from Wales, we head over to Florida now. Another debutant on the show, Sean Gavin Thomas. Could you introduce yourself, bro? And what's the story behind your song? What was I thinking?
What was I thinking? Well, this song actually was, kind of an inspiration. I found a Tampa Clearwater band that's Best of the Bay actually for 2 years in a row, Crossfire Creek Band. So give them a follow. They're great guys. And they actually cover the song. The lead guitarist covers the song. And I wanted to make this song have more of a rock vibe to it because I'm more of a rock artist. I'm multi-genre, but I'd like to add a little rock flavor to it. So I shot this song to my producer, Michael Walker of Dreamwalker Music Evolution. And I said to him, let's make this thing rock. And we had some rock elements to it. You'll hear in the bridge a big guitar solo. That's all him. I just said, just shred the hell of this thing. Just make this thing rock. And I just went from there. And even though it's just a cover song, it's one of my songs that I heard on the radio. I didn't know who the original artist was. So I'm like, I did a little research. It was Dirk Bentley. So took it, went from there, and just had fun with it. So
Another belter, honestly. Without further ado, what was I thinking by Sean Gavin Thomas? Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love. Sean Gavin Thomas, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely brilliant, dude. So, Rich Chambers, would you like to say something? Rich, Jackie's want to speak as well. Or you're up next, Jackie. So, Rich and then Joe, who's also the next guest. Rich and Joe, what was your thoughts there? Well, I'll load up Joe's song.
Well, Sean, I got to admit, I got so wrapped up in the song, I forgot you said it was a cover. So that's actually a testament. That's a testament to you, my friend. You owned it. I mean, I totally thought you owned that song. I thought it was yours.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Man, I mean, try and write something like that because you suit that sound perfectly. Not to mention the leaning towards the heavy Van Halen type guitar licks, or they didn't sound out of place.
That's all.
Sometimes people go, "Wait a second, that sounds out of place." It doesn't in your stuff. So if you can capture that, who was it? Bruce Bentley, you said the original.
Dirk Bentley.
Yeah, if you can capture a similar type of original song, holy crap, my friend, you're on your way. Because that delivery's bang on.
Song, it's bang on the embryo. It's literally really on that verge of completion. So I can't wait to get that out there. And it's basically it's good. I feel it's gonna be pretty awesome.
Good man. And Sean, use the Bentley song, man. I've used a couple covers to really help break me through. So use it because it was a great rendition.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Well said, Rich. Joe, again, what was your thoughts before we get to your section? Joe's Groove Huddle in Germany.
Yeah, what should I say? Great rock song, really good rock vibes, and a clean production, a really clean production. So I heard every voice, and the harmonies were great. So congratulations. You mixed it on your own? Everything?
No, my producer Michael Walker from Dream Walker Music Evolution, he does all that magic, and so big thank you to them. And I run my own vocal learning track business. I do acapella stuff as well, but I mean the big gratitude is what he does, and I'm just so blessed to have him discover me through a live band karaoke club out of all things. So I'm very, very blessed.
Really great production, really good song. I like that one.
Thank you.
Well said, Rich and Joe there. Sean, thanks for being a marvellous guest, dude. That's us halfway through the show. We've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs to go. So I hope you can hang around to see the rest of these shows. Sean, Gavin, Thomas, till the next time. Thank you. Cheers,
Thank
brother.
you for having me.
Oh, pleasure. So from Florida over to Deutschland, aka Germany, Joe's Groove Huddle. Could you introduce yourself? And what's the story behind your song, Heading to Myself?
Yes, of course. Thank you. I'm Joe from Germany, and my real name is Jochen, but Joe is my nickname. And well, I'm a bass player. I started 20 years ago with playing the bass guitar, and during the pandemic in 2020, I had some problems with playing live, and there was no live concert, so I started producing music. That was my experiment, and that was the birth of Joe's Groove Huddle. And the idea behind that is I write the songs, I produce the songs, and I always have some guest musicians in my band. So every time I have a different lineup. So for every song, I choose some new friends of mine to play their part in this song. And that's the reason for the name Joe's Groove Huddle, because we are always huddling together and then we are making a new song. One song a year is my target. It's a hobby for me, so I'm not always making it. And Heading to Myself was the last song I brought this year. And the story behind that is it's talking about some person who is caught in the daily business, in the daily, happening in a hamster wheel running around that. And he's trying to get out of this daily monotonic life. And then he tries to find his way out. And I think that's a small story about that person.
Hey man, fantastic. It's good to see you back on the show again, Joe. Joe's Groove Huddle with Heading to Myself. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love. Joe's Grave Huddle, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely fantastic. Wunderbar, as they would say in Deutschland. So Jackie's the next guest, and I would like someone else to say something. What about young Patrick? Would you like to say something? We'll go Patrick and then Jackie, because you're the next guest while I load up Jackie's song. Patrick?
I like the song actually. Let's give us like late '90s, early 2000s vibe, rock wise. You know, I like the driving bass line throughout the song. It's pretty cool.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well said, dude. Jackie, what was your thoughts there, dear?
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great. I put in the comments, I love that kind of driving bass and drums in the background there. You have some great riffs going on, and the song itself about what it's about is so relevant to so many people, to many of us musicians as well, most of us having to do different jobs and piece it all together. So as you said yourself, obviously that's what you're doing. So yeah, very relatable. It's a good song.
Thank you very much.
Well said, Jackie and Patrick. So till the next time, Joe's Grave Huddle from Germany. Check them out, everyone. Yeah. So from Germany over to the UK, I return to the show for Jackie Young and the Jackie Young Band. Introduce yourself, Jackie, and what's the story behind your song, Way Down in the Hole?
Way Down in the Hole. Hi everybody, and hey Sparky, good to be back here again. I've been enjoying all the songs. Yeah, our song is a Tom Waits song. We as a band, we being the Jackie Young Band, I'm the vocalist for the band, and we've been on the road over the years, a number of years, and we've done a whole mix of original music and covers. And I really got to the point where I wanted us to capture some of the things that we've been performing live, because they go out there into the world, and if you don't actually have them recorded, there's nothing for posterity really that stays there. So we have created an album called It's About Time, and that was rather how it felt, that it was about time that we recorded this stuff. So Way Down in the Hole is one of the ones that we performed and really enjoyed, and it's something that sort of shows off the whole band with the rhythm section and both the acoustic and the electric guitars as well. So I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, I'm sure they'll love it, Jackie, just like everything else you've got. Way Down in the Hole by the Jackie Young Band. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Jackie Young, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely fantastic. So our next guest is Michael. So Rich, would you like to say something to Jackie? You're both family members. I'm not sure if you've met yet. Sorry if I'm wrong.
No,
Rich and then
haven't
Michael,
met.
what was your thoughts? While I get Michael's song loaded up. Rich and then Michael.
Jackie,
Well,
do you say that was a Tom Waits song? It's a great rendition. Like you put your own signature on it. Like Sean, I had a hard time picturing listening to hearing the original the way you presented it. So it was a great presentation. Your musicianship in your band is stellar. That dobro guitar thing going on was very well placed. The solo was nice, and a testament to you because as a lead vocalist, sometimes people just sing. And they forget that they're part of the band. Singers sometimes forget they're part of the band. You didn't. In that presentation, you were one of the instruments in there with the band, weaving with the band, which is a testament to you because that's the biggest things I often see with some of these singers. They forget to be a part of the band. You don't. So hats off to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Always felt that it was very important to be just a part of the team.
Absolutely.
Much more fun that way.
Yeah, true.
Well said, Rich. Mr. Michael, Tiffany, what was your thoughts here before we get to your section, Dave? Did you like Jackie's song there?
yeah, actually, I pretty much like everything I've heard today. I enjoy that kind of I don't know, kind of that kind of I don't know, guess maybe kind of southern jazz kind of sound that like that was I mean, it kind of almost reminds me of maybe some older music, even before rock and roll, when they had big bands and they get out there and do the Latin beat and stuff. It's real nice, a real nice feel for it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well said, Rich and Mike.
We do a lot of blues music, so it's sort of a mix of the bluesy, jazzy stuff that I've done over the years, really.
You're absolutely fantastic, dear, and we all love you. Jackie Young, till the next time. Fantastic. So from the UK over to Oklahoma, another debutant on the show. Michael, Tiffany, introduce yourself and what's the story behind your song Attitude?
Well, basically, the song was recorded in late 1988, and it was with my band, aka Joe Public, and my brother was the singer, and but he passed away in 2015. So, I was in the band and things were going pretty good, and then around that time, my father got emphysema and cancer and was dying, but he was also retiring at the same time, and he wound up retiring back to Missouri from California. And I wound up going back to help take care of him and stuff. And that's kind of when I left the band, and I was in Missouri another 20 years. I tried during the 90s to put together some bands, but didn't really come up with anything that was clicking. And then about year 2000, I was delivering a pizza to a hotel, and this other pizza guy got on the elevator with me, and we started talking, and we found out we played guitar. We started getting together, and pizza's good, yeah. And so we put together Voltage, and that eventually, after I left Missouri with Voltage, I started doing Midnight Madness TV, and I did that for 4 years, and then I took about 5 years off, and then I started doing Midnight Madness Radio. So I've been doing that ever since.
You've been keeping yourself busy. Yeah, do you know something? How much I like your music. I've never let anybody come on the show that's not got a YouTube channel. You've not got one. We're actually just going to share an audio file from our messenger conversation. Michael, you're absolutely fantastic. Sit back and enjoy this marvelous artist. And he needs a help getting onto YouTube, and I'll do it personally if you've still not got one in the next week or so. So let's sit back and enjoy Mr. Michael Tiffany with Attitude. And it's just the way it is. It just needs to be played from here, ladies and gents. We'll still hear the audio. There you go. Work, Michael. I didn't know if that would work or not. Absolutely brilliant. What a wonderful artist you are, dude. Rich Chambers, what would you like to say? And then our next guest, also a debutant, but he's a family member, Bruce Ferguson. So Rich and then Bruce, while I load up Bruce's track.
Michael, what I loved about that is the first intro. The drums kick in, the guitar kicks in, and you call the song Attitude. Holy crap. Talk about the marriage of the lyrical content and the music, like perfectly working together. That song had attitude, man. With that driving kind of pump and bass line throughout. And I found myself doing this the whole time. So good on you, man. That's good stuff.
Well, thank you.
Well
I
said,
appreciate
Rich.
that.
Mr. Brucey, Bruce, what was your thoughts here on Michael's track there, man?
I thought it was pretty darn good. It's got a lot of it's got that fog hat feel, little fog hat in there, just in your face blues. And I loved it. I thought it was really cool. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well
I
said,
appreciate
Rich.
that.
Michael, I hope you've enjoyed yourself. There's another 4 songs to go. I hope you can hang around for the rest of the show, and let's get you back on here and get all your songs featured. Michael Tiffany, till the next time, brother.
Thank you. Appreciate it very much.
Till the next time. Pleasure's ours. From Oklahoma to New Jersey, a friend of mine from Facebook, Bruce Ferguson. We're going to represent his band today, the Satisfactors. Introduce yourself, dude, and the story behind your song, Can't Break.
Can't Break Through. Yeah, this is a side project that I do outside my own band. We're in 4 different bands, and we get together once every couple of years and make an album. And it features myself on vocals, Gar Francis from the Doughboys, Kurt Ryle from the Gripweeds on drums, and Kenny Aronson from Stories, Sammy Hagar, a lot of big names. He played bass on Brother Louie by Stories. I don't know if you guys remember that song. From 1973. It was a number 1 hit.
Wow.
So he's played with everybody. So we went in, and this is our 2nd album, and it came out last month. And apparently the song's doing pretty well on the charts, the charts that I'm getting. And it's fun. It's fun getting together with these guys and making a record. Plus, I have my own band, the Easy Outs. But it's great. I'm really proud of this record. But I didn't write this song. My guitar player did. I only added a couple taglines. That was it. But it's a great song. I thought it was a good lead-off track for a single. So
I've been trying to get you on my show. I've been trying to get you on my shows for a long time, man, and I'm so happy you're here. Bruce Ferguson with one of his projects, the Satisfactors, and the track is called, what's the track called again?
Can't Break Through.
Can't Break Through. Yeah, I made some mess in my paperwork here. Without further ado, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for that mistake there. One Love. The Satisfactors, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely fantastic. So we've only got 3 guests left, everyone. I know it's dragging on a little bit today, but we've got Tim, then Patrick, and then Will. So Jackie, would you like to say something? Then our next guest, Tim. So Jackie, then Tim. What was your thoughts there?
Yeah, it was great. I was bopping away there. My feet were going. I really enjoyed it. It was great layering of the voices, and there was a lot going on there. I was trying to take it all in, actually, with the layering of the harmonies, and then you've got the harmonica in there and guitars, and yeah, it was really good. What can you tell me, Brewster, if I missed it? What do you do in this? Are you vocals or
Yeah, lead
musician?
vocal,
Oh,
lead
you're
vocals,
vocals. Okay.
and harmonies,
Okay.
and
Oh,
and
you did the
harmonies too.
harmonies as well, did you? Yeah, really good. And I like the way it sort of shifted and it moved into sort of different dynamics and sections of it. Very good.
Yeah.
A really good catchy chorus. So yeah, like it a lot.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you. 3 minutes song. You're in and you're out.
Yeah, right.
So,
Yeah, it's got to be 3 minutes these days, hasn't it? That's
well, you kind of want to leave. You want to leave it open for more. You know what I mean? So it's cool. It was fun. I think I
Yeah.
nailed that. I think I nailed that song in a second take. So
Oh,
it
great.
went good. Yeah.
I bet you didn't do all the harmonies in the second take though.
No, well, me and my drummer did the harmonies and everything, so that took a little bit, but
They always take a little while.
I thought it came out really good. I was really happy. So
Yeah, it's great. Good job.
He's got
Thank you.
absolutely tons of great music up his sleeve, Jackie. You're going to see a lot more of Bruce. Bruce is one of the few people who joins the family before being on a show. So hats off, kudos to you, man. Mr. TT, let's hopefully his signal's better. It was struggling at the start. Tim Turner, what was your thoughts there, brother?
I was struggling, but I left the house and I'm outside in my yard and it's fucking 35 degrees out here. But I can hear it clean. Bruce is being humble. This is fucking awesome song. The recording is beautiful. And the thing is, you know, your attitude and how you do in the studio reflects on the music. And they had a good time on that song and it did turn out well. I would put that on my playlist. I would want those musicians to play for me.
Thank you. They're great
Well
guys.
said,
We had so much fun.
Well said, Jackie and Tim. Bruce Ferguson, the Satisfactors, thank you for being a wonderful guest. Until the next time. Thank you, dude.
Thank you, my friend.
Well, pleasure. So from New Jersey over to Arizona, Tim, and I've named this man TT. It's his name, Tim TT Turner. Introduce yourself, dude. And what's the story behind your song, Diary of a Nobody?
Well, now I'm TT, so everybody knows me as TT. Diary's an interesting song, and for all you musicians, you know, sometimes you work on projects and you put them aside, and this one was put aside and not forgotten, but I was working on other things, and life goes on, it moves forward, and, you know, the song got pushed away, and I hooked up with Jim Miller. I was telling Sparky, Jim Miller's the guy who lost his manager when Reba McEntire lost her manager in that plane crash. And Jim and I hooked up, and we were both like, yeah, we wanted to work with you. We both wanted to work with each other. And so the vocals, you know, I tweaked the lyrics and the vocals, and the drums were all laid down, and some other stuff. And then I sent it over to Jim in Texas, and this is the result. This is Tim Turner and Jim Miller.
Without further ado, let's go Diary of a Nobody, Tim Turner featuring Jim Miller. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love. Absolutely fantastic, TT. Loved it, man. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Let's hear what Rich, if you could say something else, Rich, and then our next guest is Patrick. So Rich and then Patrick, what was your thoughts there on Tim's track?
Tim, nice groove. I love the work of the saxophone, particularly. We haven't had a saxophone with anybody today, so it's nice to hear nothing beats a horn sometimes. And the way you put the Hammond organ in there as well, it kind of had a groove, kind of sucks you in. I don't know if anybody else felt. I just kind of felt myself kind of sucked right into it in a good way. So well done, good job, man.
Thank you.
Well said, Rich. Patrick, what was your thoughts here, dude?
I think it was very well layered, like the organ, the slide guitar, and I'd like the saxophone solo in the background too, somewhere in the song. I mean, I just love that saxophone though.
Well, Jim is one of those guys. He knows how to play them horns, and that's not the only one he plays. Clarinet. There's a blues I did with him, a collaboration. 2 songs I did with him. It's too bad we didn't live closer and we could be in a band together. Who knows what we would have done? But the blues is like that too, and he incorporated a clarinet into an acoustic blues I did. It's crazy.
Interesting.
Hey, what a fantastic track, dude. And Tim Turner, this is your home now,
Thank you,
and you've been many of this show. Until the next time, KT Tim
Thank
Turner.
you, everybody.
Pleasure's
One
ours.
love.
Yeah, man, one love. From Arizona to California. Second last song of the evening. Patrick, aka LEWNATIC. I hope I'm saying it right. Introduce yourself, dude. And what's the story behind your song, Stronger Than Before?
So it's actually pronounced lunatic. It's a play on words of my father's surname Lou and the word lunatic. So I've been doing music for about 20 years since I was in high school. I played a lot of punk rock garage bands and stuff like that throughout the years. It's right around sometime before the pandemic hit, like half a decade before the pandemic hit, I was gigging with some bands locally in the Bay Area, indie music circuit at the bars and stuff like that. Then when the pandemic hit, I decided I'm gonna be a solo bedroom producer kind of guy and make music solo at home. And I invested in like a lot of gear, a home studio, and started playing guitar, experimenting with a lot of different things. So like my music is still technically punk rock / hard rock, but I'm also a very multi-genre kind of artist. So it kind of jumps from one genre to another, one style to another. But when I did this song, I wanted to go through the roots of my musical inspirations, which is like the early 90s alternative rock, hard rock kind of sound, basically. It has no vocals because I'm very particular on what songs I want to include my singing voice. So I decided when the instrumentation was done, it sounded just good enough, and I was playing a lot of lead guitar on this record. And here it goes.
Hey, absolutely fantastic, man. Lunatic with the song Stronger Than Before. Sit back and enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen. And thanks for being a co-host on your debut show. I'll just throw you in the deep water. And thank you. Well,
welcome.
Enjoy.
Welcome.
So just went out there. Here, fantastic, Patrick.
Thank you.
Lunatic. Wicked, man, wicked. So let's we'll get a family member to say something. Tim, would you like to say something else? And then hopefully Will's microphone's working. And if it isn't, I'll introduce the song for you, Will, because you've been here the full time. But let's go Tim and then Will. Hopefully Will's got no problem with his mic. While I load up the last song of the evening. Tim, then Will, please.
Yeah, I felt good about listening to that. Patrick, you put your heart into that guitar. You didn't.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, you were not letting up. You know, music is said to be certain things, this and that, and whatever. But music is what we make it, what humans make it. And I liked it a lot. The guitar was the emphasis of that whole piece, both the rhythm and the electric. And I come from a background I played since I was 11 years old, and I've been recording in many studios, and I used to do through cassettes before you guys had all that technology, and that's how I layered my acoustic over other tracks. And I can hear and feel what you did, what you're doing. And I think if you can hear and feel what a person's doing with their music and their instrument, I think it's a thumbs up. I liked it a lot. It made me smile.
Thanks. Thank you.
Well said, well said. Before you go, Will, do you know how hard it is to like a song the first time you hear it? I mean, see if you even like a song a little bit the first time you hear it, it's a great song. Most songs that everyone likes has been drilled in their heads by the radios and stuff, and you don't like things that the first time you hear a song, if you even like it a little bit, it's a great song. I've loved all the
Sparky, I
songs
gotta
tonight.
jump in. Patrick, I gotta say something. Lunatic, I love the name. I absolutely love that you said screw it on the lead guitar. You're not following any major or minor scales. You're gonna play whatever the hell notes you want to play. It's a fucking breath of fresh air. You know, I'm listening going, holy crap, that doesn't fit the chordal structure. But that's what he's doing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love the anarchy. That's punk rock, man. I love it.
Oh, thanks, bro. Thank you.
Love
you guys. Oh yeah, thanks.
Well said, Tim. Well said, Rich. Now the moment of truth. Will, Elliot, test your microphone and what's your thoughts on that track there, if it's working? Well, your audio's not there. It's all right. We'll still feature your song. Don't worry too much, dude. So, Patrick, Lunatic, thank you. Until the next time, brother. Yeah. So, from California, I'm not entirely sure where Will's from. I've been asking him in chat. I think he's from the UK. But Will's my friend on Facebook. He's having troubles with his microphone. We thought it would be fixed by now, but it's not. Will Elliott, his band is called Cranium Glitch, and there's a song we're featuring today called Olympus Has Fallen. So, Will, I'll get you back on another show next week, and we'll make sure your microphone's working. But we're going to end the show with your song anyway, and you'll still get a couple of reviews. We'll just make the most of it in this show. Sometimes it's me that's got the bad signal and things like that. So, Cranium Glitch with Olympus Has Fallen. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love. Fastest fingers I've seen all day. It's just a shame we can't hear you well. Don't feel bad about it. So we're going to get 2 reviews anyway. Patrick was loving it there. Let's go Patrick, then Rich. Then this has been a wonderful show, ladies and gents. Patrick, what was your thoughts there? Then the final compliment of the evening, Rich.
It was very raw, but it had like this very industrial kind of like metal or industrial fuse, early 90s, mid 90s Scandinavian extreme metal sound in it, basically. And I had this really good. It's like the sound. It's kind of like the kind of music I would like drive my car really fast on the freeway to when I'm like really stressed out after traffic. Like I'll put that song right in on my Bluetooth speakers and just put on, just drive as fast as I possibly can to get to where I'm going on the freeway in California where I live. And yeah, it's definitely a very metal kind of industrial song, extreme metal, like maybe early mid 90s Scandinavian extreme metal kind of vibe, basically.
Well, I tried to end the show with the metal vibe for the 2 of you guys there, the punk and the metals.
Yep.
Rich Chambers, Rich is the star of the show and he stayed to the end as well, man. This man's flying and he's sat here the full night. Rich, what was your thoughts there, brother, before? This has been a great show.
Well, Will, sorry we can't hear you. I loved watching the video and the music. I totally agree with LEWNATIC there, Patrick. The chat came up industrial metal, and right away I thought, bang on. And what I loved about it is I found absolute complete wall of sound, which I'm sure is what you're going after. Complete wall of sound. And I found myself going, it's the only track today where I went to the volume and I cranked it all the way and it still wasn't loud enough. And that's probably what you're going after, because that's a song that needs to be cranked. And I found myself doing it without even thinking. So well done, man.
Well said, Patrick and Rich, and thanks for being a wonderful guest, Will. Thanks everyone for coming on the show today. It's the most debutants on the one show that I've ever done. Yeah, thanks everyone that can stay to the end. I'm going to stop Facebook Live now, which is just whatever, Goodbye, Facebook.